Today I'm cooking a bit of sort of Thai-inspired food. The first dish we're going to do is a white cut chicken salad. Really simple ingredients that are readily available from supermarkets in your fridge at home, always around. Thai food for me is one of my favourite cuisines to eat and cook. We don't get to cook a lot of Asian food in the restaurant. It's just not in the style. We do more of a European style food, sharing food. But on weekends and with the family, I always love to cook Thai food. It's just really fresh and lots of big, bold flavours, and the whole concept of sharing food, eating, big plates of food in the middle of the table, passing it around, cooking, eating together. It's just a really great way to enjoy a meal. So the term white cut chicken, basically it's a Chinese method of cooking a chicken. Bring water to the boil with some aromats like some ginger, some spring onions. You can put a bit of garlic if you fancy. Once the braising liquid comes to a boil, put the chicken in, leave it at a simmer for about 20 minutes. Turn the heat off, put the lid on the pot, and then let it sit for 40 minutes. After that, take it out and plunge it into some ice water. And what that'll achieve is the chicken will cook really slowly. It's not going to be dry. It's going to stay really succulent. And by putting it into the ice water, it sort of sets all the fat around between the skin and the meat. So it just it stays really juicy and really soft. To go with this salad today, the dressing's the real hero in this salad. It's made with dried chilies, lime juice, vinegar, fish sauce, just lots of big, bold flavours. So the other ingredients are really quite simple. We've got cherry tomatoes, cucumbers, and some red onion and some herbs, basically. So it's really simple, but it can be a really tasty, impressive dish. So it's as simple as this chicken. It's a great one to chuck in on the weekend, and then you can have it through the week for sandwiches, in salads, all that sort of stuff. Once you've cooked it, it's nice and cool. Basically, you just don't be too precious about it. You just want to tear it all up, keep all the skin. I like to put the skin aside and sort of run the knife through that to shred it up a little bit, because a big bit of cold chicken skin isn't so great. It is nice flavour, but you just want it a little bit smaller. So there's nothing too precious about this. We really just want to tear it all up, take all the bones out. Make sure you get all the little bits of cartilage from the end of the leg and stuff like that. So yeah, this chicken, just nice chunks. The idea is we're going to put loads of dressing onto this, so nice big chunks of chicken, and that'll really suck up the dressing. With this dressing also, it'll keep in the fridge it is cooked, so there's nothing really fresh in there, so it'll keep for a couple of weeks easily. And if you fancy to make a really big batch, you could freeze half of it, so it's just ready to go whenever you need it. So we've got our chook in there. I'm just going to chop up some of these tomatoes. It's fine to use the same board here. It's all going to go straight in together anyway, so there's no worry about cross-contamination or anything here. So just in half, really simple. This dish actually, I first had it at Spice Temple here in Melbourne, one of Neil Perry's dishes. It was a lot more sort of tricked up and had a lot more going on. We just really simplified it, and it was actually on the first ever menu at the greenhouse in Perth. So a bit of green onion. Again, if you're not a fan, it doesn't have to go in. And there's no reason you have to throw away the tops of these spring onions. You just shred them nice and fine. It's still nice flavour. I really like to use as much as we possibly can. We're very lucky in Australia to have the food available that we do, so I think we should be really respectful of that and try to utilise as much of it as we can. We've got some cucumbers. Just top and tail him. And again, you don't have to be too precious about, making sure everything's perfectly the same size and that. It's sort of, I quite like it a little bit rustic, kind of chunky. All right, so there's the salad. So with this dressing, Give it a nice shake, make sure it's all mixed together. That's not really... And very generous amount. You really want this sort of, not swimming, but, you know, very well dressed. And it's sort of ideal to do this and let it sit for a few minutes before you eat it, just so all those flavours can mingle together. Don't be afraid to get your hands in there. It's nothing worse than trying to mix a salad with tongs or a spoon or something. Really just sort of massage all these things together and it'll just combine the flavours nicely. We're just going to serve it on top of some crunchy leaves here. Again, optional, but doesn't have to. Pour that straight on top. And we'll just finish it with just, again, optional, but just a little bit of coriander. Straight over the top. And there's a beautiful, midweek sort of dinner, really simple to get together. You can make a heap, have it for lunch the next day, it works. Just a nice, easy one.